What's up, everybody? What's up, and welcome back to On the Warpath. It's your boy Sanchez 405, and if you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. Always like, comment, share this video out because you know what we do here, fam. We talk about the Washington Commanders all the time, and you know we got to get this. We got to get the business out of the way. We got to be about the business. So then we talk about some family business here. What's up, Hawk? How you feeling, brother? I will let y'all know that we got some updates on the channel. But before I get started, I want to tell our boy ProTech. I know he's out there, new daddy. I didn't know the baby was coming this soon, but congratulations to him and his wife. Shout out to him. And they had a little boy yesterday, I believe. So congratulations to Tony and Mrs. H as well, and their ProTech Jr. as we'll call them. So shout out to ProTech and the family there. And then also we got a new wrinkle on the channel. We've got memberships now, so we'll be doing that. It'll be more a little bit of collaboration in that. So there's pricing on here. Y'all know I really don't like that. I don't ask for donations, but it's just up there. We did it. So if y'all are interested, more than welcome. One of the automatic things you get is you get entered into any contest that we have on the channel. So anything I do, like giveaways and stuff like that, y'all able to do that. And then we'll probably do on the top tier level, we'll do like post game. We'll have you come up on post game, give you instant reactions and stuff like that. That's some of the membership things that we're going to do. So y'all make sure that y'all check it. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. You can do it. Can't do it. You don't have to do it. But it is what it is. I got to sell it. I got to sell it, right? We just have to sell this stuff because we've got to sell more things. See, it's a segue, y'all. We segue into this stuff because we're selling hope against the New York Giants. That's right. We get ready to take on the New York Giants. But first of all, we got to say hello to the family. Hawk TV, what's going on? On a Wednesday. Yes, on Warpath Wednesday. Yes, sir. Edmund Paul, what's up, man? It's been a while. Yes, sir. Let's see here. What up, family? Louisville basketball's playing tonight. New season. I really want to know, Marcus, who's going to have more wins? The football team or the men's basketball team? That's a serious question. That's a serious ass question right there. Yep, shout out to ProTech. That's right. I love your jersey. I'm in California. Can't find no Washington Commanders gear out here. Man, where I'm at, sometimes I can't find Commanders gear. So I know what it's like, bro. And what's up? Frost up in here. Frost, I can get you a gift card. I remember. I got your email. I got your thing. I just got to do that. What was it? What did we say? 20? So I'll get that to you because you won that contest on the Pro Football app there. So anyway, yeah, that's the key thing. John Hussey's crew, who slighted us, I guess you could say, when Curtis Sam it started with the Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin was he Saturday night, and Carl Johnson, who used to be the head of the officials now, he's one of the side guys on there. He said he was good. Terry thought he was good. They said he wasn't set. Yada yada yada. It happened right there on my side. And then a couple days later, they threw it to Taylor Heineke threw it to Curtis Samuel. And I think this year's version of Curtis Samuel probably would have catch the ball. I'm just kidding. But clear pass interference. They didn't call it. And Washington lost 20-12 on Sunday Night Football. We froze our butts off. Anybody that was there, we froze our tails off. I traveled the dangerous highways and byways to get up there. They had barbecue sauce all over my face, too, when I took my pictures. I couldn't put a good picture up there. And we froze, and we waited an hour to get out of FedEx Field just for that mess right there. And I told y'all this last year before we even get into it. I told y'all this. We didn't want it. And it was on that first drive when we bypassed Joey Slye kicking the field goal. Now, granted, I don't know if Joey would have made the field goal or not, but we bypassed field goal, punt with Tressway. They returned it for what probably would have been a net loss of 3 if Joey Slye would have missed the field goal. So right there, you were damned if you do, you damned if you didn't. I didn't like that. Last season, we know was opportunity, missed opportunities across the board against the Giants. Had the overtime where we were up 10-0, let them get back in the game. Then we had Jahan Dotson scored that touchdown, took it to overtime. Then we tittle-tattled with them in overtime, and then tied. Has a missed field goal. I think Graham Gano actually missed a field goal. He came up short, right? Short. So we can't hope on that. And I think that was really one of Graham Gano's only misses against us. We know the man hates us. What's up, Dubs? What's your Cash App or PayPal? You can do it right here, Marcus. You can do it with it. I'm trying to remember. It should be on there. I don't know, bro. I gotta figure this out. Yeah, I think it's on. It should be on. Should be a way to do that. I don't know. We'll figure that out, though. I'll let you know. We'll figure it out. But you got to do it here. Appreciate it, though. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. So anyway, we'll dive into it. I don't know if we're gonna go. We might go the whole lot. I don't know. We just depend on how it feels. If it just how the spirit moves us, right? Giants. Let's go into it. Right. Week 7. The Giants 1-5, but we know that means nothing when it comes to the Giants and our father, who art in New Jersey, Daniel Jones. Who is 5-1-1 against this team. Never lost at MetLife Field or MetLife Stadium against us. Daniel Jones, I have seen 2 of his 5 victories against us in person. Last year, I saw his 5 touchdown game where he got a lot of his touchdowns from his rookie year. We call that the Chase Young Bowl. But here's some numbers. 70%. He's completed 70% of his passes against Washington for 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, and he has had 154 completions against us. That is better against than any other opponent that he's played. So he's got numbers because you're going to accrue him against Dallas. You're going to accrue him against the Philadelphia Eagles. But those numbers right there, 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. Damn, he looks like a good wide receiver with those numbers. And 154 completions. He's also rushed for 324 yards, or 52 times, and a touchdown. That 324, most against any other opponent. So that's the first thing. He and why do we say we bring up Daniel Jones? He's cleared the throw. I don't know if Tyrod Taylor is going to be the guy or not. If I'm Brian Dable, I want the hot hand going against Washington. And when I mean hot hand, it's a guy who like drinks this crazy kryptonite serum or whatever it is against us. And he just goes out there and balls out. In the loss that he had against us back in 2021 at FedEx Field, it was a 1-point game. They had the lead, y'all. We got bailed out of that game, remember? Because they had the offsides. He's only thrown 3 interceptions against us, Will. We had the offside because Hopkins missed that field goal. So he got a reprieve and then hit the game winner. But other than that, they were leading. I think he had like 90-some yards in that game against us on the ground. I think he had one big run, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at this. But he did. He had one big run against us in that game. I want to say it was like an 80-yard run back in 2021. Let's see. I love Pro Football Focus, not Pro Football Focus, but Pro Football baseball reference. It is excellent. If you don't go there, y'all know we do this a lot. It's not a spot or anything, but I love this at Game Logs. Here we go, 2021. He was 22 of 32. He had threw one touchdown, 249 to the ledger. He was sacked 4 times. He had 95 yards rushing against us in that game. So he averaged about 10 yards a pop against us. He was their leading rusher, and it wasn't even close because Saquon looked awful. He had a long of 46 yards in that game. Long of 46 yards. And he ran for a touchdown too. So right there, you gotta prepare for him. The one thing about the Giants also is that they have a scoring offense that is the worst in the league. They're only averaging about 11. They're almost averaging about 12 points a game. So good for bottom of the barrel. But our scoring defense is 29th in the league, giving up just above 29 points. So you do the math there and that difference. So something's got to give in that situation. Hopefully, but both of these teams, Washington's defense overperformed according to the stats against Atlanta. And then the Giants, the Giants offense was still terrible. Even though they switched with the quarterback, they switched the quarterback spot there because of injury. But I tell you one thing about the Giants, they played a good game, I thought, against Buffalo. Now I don't know what's up with Buffalo. They may be getting ready to win my Bernie Madoff Fraud of the Year award because, boys and girls, these guys, my goodness, they managed 14 points at home against the New York Giants. Buffalo's from frauds, man. I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says about us or how we played, this, that, and the third. They did not look good. They shut them out for 3 quarters. Woo. So that's another thing that kind of gets me worried about when we play New York on Sunday. Also, it doesn't help that we're 2.5 point favorites. I'll talk about that in a little bit also. Washington also 4-8-1 at MetLife Stadium. We've had some ugly losses there. A couple of close calls, but not that many. Also, you look at, I talked about the offense for the Giants. Giants haven't scored an offensive touchdown since the third quarter of week 3 at San Francisco. That was a Matt Breida run. They haven't thrown a touchdown pass since they beat Arizona. So they haven't thrown one at home yet. They've been shut out at home. And their last touchdown came on defense. They had a 102-yard interception return for a touchdown at Miami. Other than that, they wouldn't have scored anything. And then Daniel Jones has been sacked 28 times. Hopefully he would have been sacked more and would have been on par with Sam in those situations there. Also, you look at this too. Another guy who has owned us with the Giants, Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is a man amongst boys against us as well. What's up, Manny? Y'all go check out Manny. Manny's doing his stuff on the TikTok. Yeah, go check him out on the TikTok. He's got some good stuff on that TikTok. I call it the TikTok. I'm not a big fan of TikTok. I go on there and watch stuff, but I ain't a big fan of TikTok. But good, Manny's doing good stuff on there. So y'all go check out my boy Manny, our boy Manny on there. What's up, brother? And let me see here. Okay. Saquon Barkley, 109 rushes, 643 yards, 4 touchdowns. That is the most against any other opponent, and that's against us And then he's got 32 receptions. That can't be right. 32 receptions for 272 yards and a touchdown against us. So if you take all this, and since and you know, in honor of my wife, who's the math teacher, right? So I did some addition there. So she'd be proud of me. I didn't do the XY triangle and parallel, vertical, whatever. I don't know what this stuff. She tries to talk to me. I don't know what it is. But he's touched the ball 141 times against us for 906 yards and 5 touchdowns. That averages out to what? If you take 906 divided by 141, you get 6.42 yards a touch. That means he's getting a first down every 2 plays. And then some. These two cats right here. Saquon does it again, can do it against anybody, but he does it more against us. Daniel Jones, like we said, I don't know where Brother Man gets it from. I really don't. I'm trying. I need help. Somebody help me understand where Daniel Jones finds this Space Jam like juice, water, or whatever they had. Like y'all remember in the first, I haven't seen the second one because they had LeBron James and I ain't messing with that one. But like the water in Space Jam, like he goes like Monster on us. I need to find this well, wherever it is. I don't know. Does he go to like some pizza place in New York? I don't get it. Christopher Hill says this may be a tough game this week if we don't stop the bull jump. Yes, sir. I agree with you. We're not in a spot, and this is what I have a problem with. When people get upset about the national media going against us, we haven't proven anything that would make people change their minds. The national media, remember a few weeks ago, the national media was all on us when we were playing Chicago. How did we fare in that? That's right. We boo-booed all over ourselves. I'm still waiting to get my refund back from Amazon. I called them. I said, I did not pay for Amazon Prime to watch this happen. Hopefully they'll rewrite this in their policy. So now they got a 50-50 split on NFL.com preview, right? And people are like howling about, oh yeah, they don't believe in it. These so-called experts and yada, yada, yada. What have we shown historically against the New York Giants that would give you solace to be like, bruv, we're going to go out here and we're going to hit these guys in the mouth? I haven't seen it. Now, if you turn around and you counter me and say, well, Corey, do you think we need to go out there and hit these boys in the mouth? Absolutely. Are we better on paper? Are we better than these guys? I believe so. We couldn't bust a grape in Welch's backyard. I don't care what that. Wink Martindale, he looks like he should be a head coach every time he plays, every time he's coached against us. We're losing to a guy named Wink, y'all. He's a ripoff of some guy from the 50s. Was he like the host of American Bandstand or something? Some of y'all old folks, help me up in here. What did Wink Martindale do? He's not even the original. He's still alive too. He's from Jackson, Tennessee. Oh, didn't know that. Yeah, Gambit. In depth. Yeah. Wink Martindale. This is what we're doing. We're losing to like old game show host. The guy looks like he should be at a daggone at a Love's trucking stop off the side of 95. That's what these are the guys who ran from it. Brian Daboll looks like the shop teacher. Excuse me. He looks like the substitute shop teacher who's the assistant coach on the high school football team, and he's the one who's running the huddle film. These are the dudes that run. Ben McAdoo, he looks like he was the art teacher. They've all got a taste of us. Pat Shurmur? Pat Shurmur looks like the guy who's like, this is the history against this guy. Pat Shurmur looks like the guy who's supposed to be the guidance counselor who says, yeah, I think I'll sign you up for these class. It don't matter. But we sit here and we had the audacity to be like, well, we're going to go out here and beat these guys. Like, we're going to ramroad these cats. Do we have the capabilities of doing it? I think so. Yes. But why don't we show it? Why does everything have to be difficult? Why does everything have to be a chore? Why does everything have to be a task? You know, it's like I was talking to Paul earlier this week. I just want to go out there and see our guys have fun. Like, why do we look miserable all the time? Why do we have to have heart attack and heartache after heartache? Just go out there, like they say in the locker room, just do your job and everything be good. Everything be kosher. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that. My gosh. Take a look at the injury report. But yeah, I mean, Daniel Jones, apparently he was, I saw on Twitter, I don't remember who had it, Will, but he's cleared to throw. So he could be playing. Let's see here. Take a look at our injury report. We did have some names on there. Kendall Fuller was on there. Knee injury, didn't practice. Chris Rodriguez, personal, didn't practice. Jonathan Allen, Cam Curl, Christian Holmes, Chris Paul, James Smith, Williams, and Montez Sweat, all limited. Montez had a finger issue. Interesting. And he was limited in practice. Cosme had a knee injury. St. Juice had a hand. Damn. The boy forgot what a football felt like in his hand. Now he's got a hand injury. Jesus. Lord, you can't make that up. Ben St. Juice, they both had full practices there. Smith Williams, foot. Paul had a back. Hamstring. What the word? He had a back injury for? He ain't even done nothing this. Okay. That's not the point, Corey. Hamstring for Christian Holmes, Cam Curl, ankle, and Jonathan Allen, knee for him there. And we look at on the Giants. Good Lord Almighty. The Giants, Evan Neal did not practice. He's got an ankle, offensive lineman. Matt Parrott, I don't know how to say that. Shoulder, didn't practice. Wandale Robinson, that you know his parents. Let me stop it. He's got a knee, didn't practice. John Michael Smith, he was out, did not practice. Andrew Thomas has a hamstring issue, did not practice. Saquon Barkley, limited practice on an ankle. Cardell Flott, DB, limited practice, ankle. Graham Gnu, left knee, limited practice. Mark Lewinsky, he's got a quad ankle, limited practice. Adoree Jackson, he's got a neck, limited practice. Daniel Jones, they call that a neck issue. I don't know, something with shoulder. He's got limited practice. Shane Lemieux, offensive lineman, biceps and groin, limited practice. Gary Brightwell, running back, ankle, full practice. DJ Davidson, full practice. And then Trey Hawkins has a knee injury like Davidson at full practice. I tell you what, they say when you get to the 7th, 8th week of the season, that's when you just start grinding it out. And damn, these boys they are really grinding out here. Okay, but you know, when I kind of look at this matchup too, I believe we can win this game. The gambling total kind of leads me to go to other areas and just kind of ignore and say, why not us? But I think this is an opportunity for our guys to get right. This is an opportunity for the Giants to get right. And they got to prevent that from happening. You look at the DVOA metric. We are 24th. They are 32nd in the DVOA metric. And we look at some of their guys who are in. We look at Pro Football Focus, some of their power rankings. Their power rankings are, we're 22nd. We moved up. And they're 28th. Defense power ranking, we're 10th. They're 25th. Offensively, we're 24th. They're 20th. Plays the average offensive snaps, they have slightly more than we do. We've got 66. They've got 70. We have a 27.7% of run plays compared to their 32.3%, and we are 72.3% to pass plays. That's got to change, boys. That's got to change, man. Don't y'all think that's got to? I mean, I feel like that's really got to change. They gave me the quarterback comparison. Sam Howell, look at, according to Pro Football Focus, his passer rating in a clean pocket, which God knows how many times he actually gets that, 102.2 compared to 88.6 with Daniel Jones. His passer rating is still better under pressure too, 57.5% compared to 36.5 on that. Big time throw, he's got the 3-point, he's got the advantage there. Turnover worthy plays, Daniel Jones has the advantage there. The disadvantage there. Power rating is Daniel Jones' favor, and then Daniel Jones has the power ranking as the 13th best quarterback on the list. Sam Howell right now has a slight advantage in the PFF rankings over Daniel Jones, who probably be their starter, 66 to 65.6. So they're basically mirror images of each other. And then we take a look at the line, and they still got us at 2.5 to the ledger. I'll take a look at this too. I wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole because, one, it's my heart. Yeah, you don't want to mess with your heart a little bit. I do got like 4 picks for y'all though. Let's see here. If I had to, I'd probably take the over on this. Interesting. I like this. 50% of the money is with the Giants and with the Commanders. Slight edge on the sharp money, 56 to 44% is with the Commanders, plus 2 in the hook. But the money line pick, 74% for Washington, 92% of sharp money is going that way to the burgundy and gold. And let's see here. Plus, I've got 120 where I'm looking at on my book, but they've got plus 19 for the money line with the Giants. Over under, they said at 39. So if you want a little bit of space, I don't know. It's still 39 here too. I don't know. I think we hit the over on that last year too. Let's see. I might want to do you might want to do the under. May want to do the under. Last time we've hit the over was in 2021. Daniel Jones and company lost. Let's see here. Let's see, Chrissy. I think our biggest problem is when we attempt. Our biggest problem is when we attempt to run. When the defense knows we're running, we don't get a hard 4 to 6 yards consistently. And that's another problem we've had with this defensive line. You talk about Kayvon Thibodeau. They got Leonard Williams on this line. Do the Giants, and they've got a stout line. I think they got Dexter Lawrence on there. Although Thibodeau, he struggled. He looked all world against us. Remember, he took Charles Leno to task last year, and they didn't. I mean, Scott Turner legitimately refused to make any adjustments for him. That's why Taylor had that strip fumble, and they picked it up, scooped and scored it, and took it to for a touchdown. So you got to be smart in that. Like, if you're looking at that tape, you can't let that cat get loose. Dexter Lawrence is the second highest, according to Pro Football Focus, is the second highest rated interior defensive lineman. Ugh. Isaiah Simmons, who came over from Arizona, playing that little linebacker safety spot right there. He's ranking about 37, so about middle of the pack there on there. And let's see, Xavier McKinney's up there pretty high. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, to your point, Chris, I think you're right. If they know we're running, which we haven't proved that we can run the ball consistently. Our delays kind of killed me, because the delays sometimes are too delayed on that day, on those delayed inside handoffs. Let's see here. Sam Howell is the number 12 quarterback in fantasy right now. There you go. Manny, you know I don't care about no fantasy. I have one fantasy team this year. I'm not the biggest fantasy guy. I think ever since the gambling stuff happened. What's up, Chris? Listen, it's the old father time in the house, and we are going to pound the Giants. I mean, we're going to clap those cheeks, Redskin style. It's not even going to be a pretty clap. It's going to be, oh, wow, we're going to run it up. Oh, I hear you. Live in Virginia, have been a Redskins fan for 35 years plus. I can tell you, we're going to clap them Giants cheeks tomorrow night. Let's wait till Sunday. Not tomorrow night, because they don't count tomorrow night. Let's see. Over. That's what he says on there. 39.5. Let's see here. Redskins forever. I hear you, man. Let's see here. Stout line only against a right, Mr. Attitude Era. And let's see here. I don't know nothing about gambling and none of that shit, but I can tell you the Redskins are going to win by 10 points at least. So I don't know what the point scale is, but if it's not over 10, take the risk. I'm okay. All right. Then. So you see, he's just saying, Chris saying, we're going to bump that 2.5, go to one of them alternate spreads. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I like it. Yeah. And then let's see. Our biggest problem is we shift personnel too much. Mr. Cool brings us back down to earth. We are too cocky. Let's not be like Cowboy fans. Mr. Cool, you just came in here. You came in here late, bro. You came here late. I went on this rant probably about 10 minutes ago about what you just said. You got to rewind it. I felt like it was good. I felt like it was good. You know, I thought it was. I don't know. Like I went off on a myriad topics, but I agree with you. Because I have seen it. Like I said, we just to sum it up, like I do. We haven't done anything to show that we deserve the respect that we demand. There you go. Let's see. Random Anton. Fantasy football got people rooting for other teams to win. Now, let's see. We're going to clamp. This is going to be our biggest victory so far this year. Oh, I'm telling you. Y'all watch. The old man said, I called us last weekend. I told everybody, Chris, I hear you, man. Cowboys barely won last night, and we're not like the Cowboys at all. We don't have that crappy Dak. Yeah, Dak is looking rough. I don't even feel bad. I would say my wife is a Cowboys fan. And She did. She was like, she's sending me We Them Boys videos and everything when they want. I'm like, honey, I don't care. Y'all won. Okay, good. I'm going to bed. Let's see. You think we will see Khalid Hudson more? I mean, I think we need to see more of Khalid Hudson. I think we need to see more of Cornelius Luke. If it works, why change it? Why change it? Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, why change? Why? But I think that Lucas should be more on the right side rather than the left side. But that's that's no expert me. I thought Khalid did good. I think he had some good plays. I think he had some opportunities where, he got beat down. But who doesn't get beat in that linebacking core? I gotta give credit to Jamin Davis too, y'all. We talked bad about him, but Bram Weinstein brought this up earlier today. Jamin Davis has had key plays in 2 of our 3 wins. He had that forced fumble of Russell Wilson at Denver that got us to win. Right? And then he had the interception to seal the game against the Falcons. So, Jamin Davis, I mean, does he got that clutch gene? I don't know. But, it's interesting. When we need a play, Homeboy comes up. He just came up and wins. Now, there's been opportunities where he's kind of left his face flat, and I was a little worried when they sent Bijan Robinson. Y'all can watch it on the short, too. They sent Bijan Robinson in motion. Jamie was on him. It kind of reminded me when DeAndre Swift when he was on DeAndre Swift and he got the illegal contact. And I still think that you could have flagged Jamin for a hold or something. I'm glad they didn't. But let's be real. That could have been an opportunity to get the Falcons back into it. Didn't watch the game, but I heard the stats versus the Falcons. Falcons won every metric, but except turnovers. It's kind of they won every metric but 2: the scoreboard, the most important one, and turnovers. It happens all the time in football. Let's see here. He did. And I think that Arthur Smith didn't help him out either. Yeah, I watched the game the other night. I watched it. I saw they had a lot of penalties in that game too. Let's see. They went over the Washington game on the Eagles podcast. I was like, WTF, it had to be an anomaly. They locked down Bijan. We locked down Bijan Robinson. They averaged was like 3.7 yards a carry, 29 times. So him and Tyler Algier combined for 109 yards. But I mean, hey, there you go. And we had the special team. Jamison Crowder had a punt return that got us set up at the 10 of Atlanta. So we had big opportunities there. Boom. That was another one. Jamison Crowder got special team player of the week because of almost scoring a touchdown. There you go. Let's see here. You guys have had some weird games. Yeah. I mean, we could easily be just as much as we 3-3. We could be 1-5. We could be 5-1. As many as the close games that we've played. I mean, you look at the Eagles game, right? We took advantage. If we take advantage of certain situations, who said we don't win that game? What was the other game that we lost that we had? Who did we play after? Oh, no, never mind. We could easily be 4-2. Sorry, because the Bears, we just kind of forgot. It was a curse of Dick Butkus. The Dick Butkus score. Let's see. You guys are okay. We're a Redskins fan. You have to be ready for it. To be a wild show every week. Yeah, just the way the team is always run. They don't know what they're going to do till you're on the field of play. For real. You heard it from Father Time. Redskins forever. I know that's right. Let's see here. Turnovers are the biggest stat. Third down conversion second, then red zone scoring. And scoreboard. Scoreboard, biggest stat. But if anything, I think we won both of the red zone scoring too. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Did we win the red zone scoring? Then you got me wanting to go back and look. But CBS Sports. Falcons. No Falcon way. Box score. Team stats. And we tied them in the red zone. But we were 2-2 in goal to goal efficiency. So we'll call it that then. And yeah. Boom. I read some. Yeah. We got John Hussey in them. So they know what to expect. I want to see who is John Hussey's crew this year. I kind of want to see Carl Johnson still on there. Apparently, he had a rough game against the Browns. And John Hussey, 23, crew. Officiating crew. John Hussey. And the stripes. I won't see this. Officiating crews. John Hussey. Here we go. Yeah, he's got that damn Carl Johnson on there. That's who you got the line judge. Carl Johnson was the one who screwed us. But they did flip. Now, I will say this. They made some changes on his squad, though, this year. He's got a new umpire, a new down judge, new field judge, and a new back judge. And the back judge would be the guy who had been on this pass interference, right? So he's got those they have changed on that crew. See, what other place gonna tell y'all this? What other place gonna tell y'all? So they've had changes as of 2022. It's not the same exact crew. It's the same white hat, but they have different. I would say, what is it, about 50% of his crew turned over. More than 50% of his crew turned over on the field. Most of it's almost a completely different crew. And I don't think no other referee's crew had more changes in on-field officials than John Hussey did. That's not an exaggeration. This is true. And they had to give Alan Eck, who's a new official, they had to give him some crew. So they had to bring some guys over for his new crew. They had no returning official had more changes to his crew than John Hussey. There you go. We're going to put that on Twitter. Because I think that's important. That's important for us to know that John Hussey's crew has changed since last year a lot. Anywho. Let's see. This team needs to earn respect, and blowing this year's Giants out on our way to a sweep versus them will give us a shot at the playoffs. Yeah, that gets you 5 wins. So you got to make up 4 wins somewhere. So can you beat Philadelphia? I'm not playing ahead, but if you do win those games, it gives you an opportunity to have. You got to have a. You're gathering in October. My buddy says something about this. You're having an October of opportunity, so you can have a November to remember. There you go. It works better in college, but y'all get what I'm saying. People talk about this is a passing game, but I realized after the QB throws over 35 chances to win go down exponentially. It's smart passes, right? It's smart passes. Let's see here. We got to play every team like we played the Eagles and the Falcons. Start strong, no catch-up game. Play every quarter like it's the last quarter. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of things here because we always give before we go into the picks. So I think we got a chance to win this game. I think we do win this game. I don't think it'll be easy. I think it'll be ugly. But I do think we can come out on top. I think give us about. I say we win. What is it? I say 24-16, right? There we go. That's an 8-point game. No, that's not 8. What am I talking about? Yes, 8. That is 8. 24-16. Again, there you go. Because it's not right. I don't like that. Let's go 24-10. How about that? 24-10. We beat the Giants who are wearing their old uniforms. But Washington wins if they win the turnover battle. That's the first thing. It's something simple. Win the turnover battle. 3+ 1 year last week. I think if you can do that again, get +2, maybe even +1 on the register, you win this game. Keep Sam Howell clean. That's another thing. You got to keep Sam Howell clean. Last year against the Giants, I believe Taylor Heineke was sacked probably like 8 times. I don't quote me on that just yet, but he was sacked an exorbitant amount of times. One led to a touchdown. And that was in a way that was kind of like the difference in the ball game. And that was the difference in the ball game at New York. Excuse me, not at New York, but at Washington on Sunday Night Football. So you got to keep them clean. I know they're bad, but I'm not saying my team is any better. My team is better on paper, but mentally, I don't know. Mentally, I feel like sometimes we can be soft as jello. But yeah, they gave up. How many sacks did we give up against them? So the first game, because this is important. This is important. I wouldn't do it if it was important. Taylor Heineke was sacked 5 times in the first game. The second game, he was sacked. He was sacked 5. Oh no, he was sacked in the second game. He was sacked 5 times, and then first game 5 times, and then in the second game, he was sacked 3 times. So I was right. He was sacked 8 times over the span of 2 games. So he was sacked on average once a quarter. That's got to change. That has got to change this week against the Giants. And I know that it's a tough task for them. They've given up the most sacks in the league right now. If you can keep the sack total under 5, because that seems like where that's the average is right now. Let's get it under 5, maybe under 3. Let's get it under 3. If you can get it under 3, I think that's going to be good. Keep Sam clean, and I think he'll do well. We won't see turnovers, which he had a clean game last week. So he shows outside that Buffalo game, which I know that's a weak narrative. He doesn't really turn the ball over that much. He doesn't. So, I mean, he's thrown, what, they said 6 interceptions, but most of those they were concentrating at one game against Buffalo. Now, I know he threw one against Arizona, threw one against our guys, Chicago. So there you go, right there. Kayvon Thibodeau was feasting against us. Let's see, bad team. Just remember, told y'all winter time. I hear you, Chris. I think it's really going to be 28-13. Okay. Look. You say that, Anton. You say they can't believe. I'm that's fine by you. You can't vote that. I think you got to set the edge on defense also. Defensively, you got to set the edge. You can't let Daniel Jones run loose on you if he's healthy. You can't let Tyrod Taylor do that either. I need stout play from the linebackers. We want to win this game. Very similar to last week, and our corners as well. Let Ben St. Juste get another interception. Let somebody feast. Chase Young, can you get home for me? This is the difference between good and great. Is getting home to your point. Now, I mean, he's been speeding past quarterbacks a lot. So I need him to do that as well. But I think at the end of the day, if they can take care of those things right there that I said, one, control the turnover battle, limit the sacks too. Force your turnovers as well. Run the ball. That's another thing. Run the ball is important. Somehow establish a consistent running game. Can't sleep on these cats. Like we saw against Buffalo. I know it's a week-to-week league, but they showed you what this defense can do. They shut out the Buffalo Bills, who are supposed to be a Super Bowl contender this year. Boom. And and let's see what else we got here. Defense is gone. Offense. Is that what you're talking about? Let's see. Defense. Give them credit to do. Our offense has been lacking, but our quarterback is great. Okay. Great quarterback. And he, in my opinion, deserves a shot next year. Hey, he's getting a shot right now. Let's see here. Just with what he's done this year, he's earned the spot next year, in my opinion. As long as he doesn't get hurt. We're gonna clap some cheeks. I hear that. Pause. Kayvon Thibodeau. Yes, he was a hungry man on there. Heineke was too small for the NFL. Damn autocorrect. The Redskins are gonna clap some giant cheeks. We're going to win by 10 or more points. I promise you. Remember, Virginia Father Time said it first. Offense. Gotcha. Let's see here. So, with that being said, I'm gonna win. But got you some picks here. Frost, I need you to check me on these as well, because I kind of went a little contrarian. I went across it. You know how I do. I come from the Kevin Sheehan school of gambling. I like to see where John Q. Public is putting their money, and I like to go in the opposite direction. So we'll see here. Okay, first game tomorrow night. Jacksonville is at New Orleans. That's right, crab legs. I don't know if we're going to see the golden mane of Trevor Lawrence. This would influence my pick a little bit. I like New Orleans -1 in the hook there. Cleveland is at Indianapolis. You say Cleveland, right? Cleveland might win this game. I think it's still going to be close, though. Gardner Minshew feeling himself. Give me Indianapolis +2 in a hook. Pittsburgh is at the Rams. Rams are 3-point favorites. I think they're going to play for Sean McVay. His baby boy is getting ready to arrive. And he said he knows his son's not going to be coming here during the game. It's a football guy, right? So give me the Rams -3 against Pittsburgh. And then also, I like the fact that I believe the public is pounding Tampa Bay in this game. So I like Atlanta +2 in a hook at Tampa Bay. So give me 4. Atlanta, 2 in a hook. Rams -3. Colts +2 in a hook. And the Saints -1.5. What's up, Alex? How you doing? Oh, Sugar Nation. He's funny. Rams. It's only one. It's only one you like. Hey, gone. I thought they did pretty good. I did my research and everything. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll be back here Sunday, 1:00. Also, I'll be on the PSF app. I'll probably be on there during the midday because I can't do it tomorrow night because I've got high school football. I got 2 games to do this weekend, so that's gonna be fun. I will be spent, man. Okay, I will say, damn ads. Damn ads. Okay, I will give you the picks again. Saints -1 in the hook. Colts +2.5. Chargers. I keep on saying Chargers. Rams -3. Falcons +2.5 at Tampa. I think they're all bounce back. Shout out to Maggie for retweeting this. Thanks, Maggie. Shout out to you. What's up? Hey, you retweeted to it. Now you come in here. Hi, Maggie. Eagles versus Dolphins. Woo! I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I put any scratch on that game. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a high scoring game. What's the over under in that? Over under. Let's see. Let me see what the over under is in that game. That's what I might take. Drew, 50? You need 50, right? 52 right now. Public all over the under. Yeah, give me the over. I take the over 52. I take the over 52. Delvin, I wouldn't bet. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think something funky can happen. I think take the. No, the public is going in the way of the under. The public is. Like it's like 82%. It ain't Vegas. Woo! Good night and daytime. It's 88% sharp money on it. I take the over. I just got a feeling. They are winning more soundly. Are they really though, Mr. Cool? How did they do against Buffalo? How did they do against Buffalo, who barely scraped by against the Giants? I know it's a week-to-week league. But I mean, either or, man. Either or. I don't know. And plus, they can't be in Philadelphia. I'm like, I don't know. True, but wasn't that one of their earlier games? It was like 3 weeks ago. It was like 3 weeks ago. And didn't they lose to somebody else too? No, they found one. Okay. Yeah. I mean, in the last 2 teams they played, it was the Giants and the Panthers. Yeah. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it with 10-foot pole, though. They beat the Chargers by 2. Yeah. And Patriots held them down. The Patriots held them down too. Yep, I was about to say. On Sunday night. So I don't know, y'all, but hey, we hope, because that could set up, if we win and the Dolphins win, that could set up an interesting game. next Sunday, but we're not gonna talk about that just yet. But yeah, I will be back here for Sunday about 12:45 ish. Yeah, and we get ready for the Giants and the Commanders. Another edition of this long-standing NFC East rivalry. But I appreciate y'all stopping by, pulling up, all the support. Love you guys, and we keep that same damn energy. We outlast the bastards together. And till them next time, Sanchez 405. Love, peace, and hail. And somebody, please don't point shave like Deion Sanders or Mario Cristobal. But somebody, please get my damn theme. Oh, wait a minute. How you feel about the Eagles signing that wide receiver? One more time. Okay, I'll give you this one. Bonus. Damn it, Frost. I don't know. I really don't know about Julio. I don't know if he got anything left in the tank. Tennessee's where all pro receivers go to die. We've seen that with Randy Moss. We've seen that with Julio, although he was with Tampa last year. And I don't know how D-Hop's doing out there, but it's the elite wide receiver graveyard. It really is. It's the 90s. It's like the Brady Bunch movie. It's like the Brady's living in the 90s in those Brady Bunch movies back in the 90s, right? So yeah. But anyway, till next time, y'all. Somebody get my damn theme music. We out of here. Somewhere it's here. Frost got me all messed up. Okay, now we're good. We're out.